I feel like some of the other competitions, their main goal is to beat the athlete down to like where we can't even walk the next day, and that wasn't the case. You guys actually threw a competition that tested as opposed to just like purely like who can last.
Right.
And I think that was one of the main things that I liked about it, is that it tested everybody. And even if like that, was it the second one with like combine style?
Oh yeah. In December.
I mean, the fact that I wasn't sore the next day, I didn't know how to feel about that, but overall, I mean, it was fun. It tested everybody, and it was great. You know?
Do you feel like when you do workouts that like when you're getting sore, you feel like that's more productive for you?
Well, yeah, but there's working out, and then there's doing a competition, and a competition doesn't necessarily mean that that's my training, you know.
But in training, would you do feel like that training kind of?
It's not necessarily always the case, no, because there's a lot of learning you have to do in training. There's days where, like, I wear that little gas mask thing. I actually wear that a lot leading up to a competition, like maybe 2 days before a competition, because I know I'm not gonna tax my body. So I wear the mask that restricts the oxygen, so I can still kind of do workouts without making myself sore. So there's always reasons to work out, and being sore isn't the main goal.
Do you do, specific to this topic of mask, do you do specific stuff like mental taxing? I can see how the mask would be mentally very just uncomfortable, you know? And do you do any training specific towards that? Like, say, single, like carry a sandbag for, I have a sandbag for like 20 minutes or anything like that, was just a mental thing.
Yeah, I put on a weight vest and ankle weights, and we went and ran to the top of a canyon. So that was like, you know what, it only took us, it was either 13 or 23 minutes. It was 23 minutes. So, and that was just like straight uphill the entire time, with people looking at us, taking pictures. I don't know if you guys seen pictures of that, but that day was, we had 4 guys, all with the masks, and then we had 2 girls, and the girls, we didn't have masks, so we duct taped their mouths shut. So all they could breathe out of was their nose. It was awesome. So we just looked like crazy people.
Yes.
I've heard some interesting things about your nutrition.
Yeah.
Different things that you eat, like give us a little bit of background on that. Like, what's your nutrition like?
So I try not to eat many sugars, so hardly any fruits. I get my carbohydrate sources from vegetables, and then I try and eat the fattiest meats possible. And the problem with my meat is I only eat grass-fed stuff, so I have to go to the farmer's market. And at the farmer's market, they won't let me buy just steaks, because if everybody bought steaks, then they're
crappy stuff would be left.
Right. So I buy so much meat that pretty much they don't even sell me steaks anymore. Like maybe once a month I'll get a ribeye, like from the bison lady. So I have to end up eating like everything: the ribs, the liver, heart, tail. I've eaten testicles. Actually, there's some testicles in my refrigerator right now thawing out. But I mean, it kind of fits with my diet though, because all that stuff has fat on it, and I don't know. I transitioned from like the lean meat to the fatty meats, and I got way stronger. So I don't eat chicken, I don't eat turkey, I don't eat fish. The fish is for the mercury. The chicken and turkey just doesn't have enough fat on it. And
like recalling like a very unique experience or a favorite workout or something that happened that really sticks out when you think about the like a story or something?
I mean, I don't know if this is going to answer your question, but there's been like 4 in the last year, right? And when I think back, I'm amazed at how much I personally have improved. So when I think back to the first one, which didn't really count in the series, we had to do 115-pound ground overhead. And I remember that being so incredibly hard. So I guess because there's 4 of them, to me, they're all like milestones to me. So I can think back to each one of those. That's basically a quarter of a year, right? So I can think back and I can see how I reacted to the exercises and how much better I am now. I know that doesn't really answer anything about the rotational.
I mean, it's series, right?
Right. So it's really easy to use as a stepping stone, and to me, I mean, what was I, first, second? It's just somebody else. They might have been in 30th place, and I think it would definitely act as like a tool to compare themselves to others if they're either going up or down.